California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Denver Broncos. Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up the week on a Monday night. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Mike.
Wait, set. 53.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Sugar.
From the gun, it's Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. And it's 3rd down. Well, unless there's a postseason meeting later in the year, this is most likely the final time that the Broncos and Raiders will play in Oakland. Of course, so much history between the two since their inaugural season in the AFL back in 1960. Broncos and Raiders, they've been locked together in the same division, facing off twice a season. And this rivalry also stands as the most common pairing for Monday night games like we have here, 18 times, the most of any two teams. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Back deep for the Raiders, Dwayne Harris. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
It's just me and you.
Now Carr. This is Crowell on the catch. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Carr going to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
Monday, down. 180. Express.
Hey. You got some.
This is Josh Jacobs, the Alabama man, with his first NFL carry. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. Let's get the ball. 47.
From midfield, here's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 45 yards.
Now, Blue 80.
Mike's 47. Come on.
One, Raider 1. We got it.
Here's Jacobs. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check, 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 check.
To throw his Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Dwayne Harris there to make the grab. And his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
Now they have that. Opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
50's a mic. 50's a mic. I got you. I got you.
Alpha.
You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine.
Hey, exit. Recon. 132 fighter. Easy. Rip. Wait for the end.
On 2nd and inches, Brady. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
You back it. Reload.
You got tight right there.
Hey, do.
50.
Regular.
On first down, Brady. That one into the hands of Hamilton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cleveland Farrell brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
Wait, set. 380. Topper.
Check.
Goal 50. Check.
Looking to throw on second down. Brady, he finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 16.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Broncos.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Raiders 7, Broncos nothing.
My set. My 20. 6-6. Pull it high. 72.
Check out.
On play action, it's Brady. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
Wait, set. 380.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Markel Lee able to get him for a loss of about 3. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Let's get in there. Watch the eye.
Hey, box truck.
50, Mike 50. Watch the run. They're running it. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Regular.
I'm about to take you to school.
Check it, reload.
To throw, it's Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
72.
Brady now on third and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. O.J. Howard there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Carr now on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
At the 18-yard line.
Right down. 180. Easy. Kill. Deuce right, chief. Express.
Switch.
5.
Mike 51. Mike.
Express.
It's just
Now Carr. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Get off the field. 34's a Mike. 34's a Mike. He's coming. Check it.
Express.
So we got man. Mike 34.
Carr. He's got a man. It's Williams. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Like Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams came to the Raiders in March. Came up the coast from L.A., where he caught 41 balls last year with the Chargers. His best year was 2016 when the Chargers were still in San Diego. Over 1,000 yards. A big seam, and he might go all the way. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, Echo.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. And he's got his man on the out route. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throwing now is Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Brady now on 1st down. He finds Riddick, complete.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Will Compton. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch out. Have me.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He'll find his running back. It's Jalen Richard. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie.
Express. Get Mike. Watch the run.
From the gun, it's Carr. Flushed out right. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down, and they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. This is taken at the 18. So we have reached halftime here in the final game of opening weekend 2019. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter.
Check nine.
Another try after the first down sack. Carr, and he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Andrew Sendejo swoops in for the sack.
It's now 3rd down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
694.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10.
Wait, set. Down 80. Down 80. Check it. Hey, orbit.
Mike's 50.
150.
Brady now on 1st down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Carson. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback, and the ball will come out to the 25. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
29. No. Right Monday down. Jim. Hey, Haywood.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Down, 40 seconds to Mike. Yo, Chief, ready to run. Switch.
Hey, Delta.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Carr now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10.
6-18.
Shotgun now for Carr. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Check 45. 29. Check 45 to Mike. Express. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. I got you. Express. I got you, son. 45.
From the gun, Carr. The open man here, Renfrow. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
He's checking.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. This complete to Jones. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Broncos' 24-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Carr now to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Back now in the East Bay. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Back now in the East Bay. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Bravo.
Here's Carr. He's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
He's not going to get me. Check. Crunch.
Sugar. Hey, exit. Hey, hey.
Now Brady. And he finds Howard complete.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Denver has the 1st down to play, going for 15 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
On 1st down, Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. To throw again, Brady. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Theo Riddick there, and it's 3rd down.
certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Open man has got one. It's complete. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Go Bandit! Hey, Foxtrot! Hey, go 66!
Shotgun now for Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
On 2nd and 10, Brady nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Brady to throw. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with... And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
Pick, baby. All day, every day.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
50, Mike, 50.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
Check it back. Check 3.
Check it, reload! Buzz!
Back to throw. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Chris Carson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. As they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Carr to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. Eluding the pressure right. That one into the hands of Hamilton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. 2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied. Brady now on first down. And Matthews makes the grab. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Now Riddick. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They go back to Riddick. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. The completion to Riddick. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On second down, it's Carson. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. The kick by McManus is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got. Got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just want to.